Alright, so second page. I'm going to walk you through one of these. Then at the very bottom, you can try one and check your answers. I'm going to try just kind of put a picture on here or capture an image somehow so you can see it. If I can do the whole thing at one time, I'm going to do that. But it's probably going to be a video and then a picture. So here we go. Now we've got the tougher rational expressions. Go through at some point while you're talking. When you talk through this next one with your team, say, hey, how do you get a versicle asymptote? How do you find a hole? What are the different three situations of horizontal or slant, x-intercepts, y-intercepts? How do you graph? I'm going to go ahead and do this first guy. Remember, the first step is to always factor. So we've got x minus 5 right here. And what do we got? X plus 1. All right. And down here, so they multiplied to -5 and add to 1. We also have got x plus 3 and x plus 1. Well, look at this. We've got a situation where something crosses off. So we're going to graph it. The only way that's going to apply, the only thing that's going to do is it's going to give us a hole later on. So my hole is setting that factor equal to 0. I got a hole at x equals -1. Anything that's left gives us vertical asymptote. So my vertical asymptote is x equals -3. Setting the last denominator factor equal to 0. Horizontal or slants? Well, I look up here and I analyze the degrees. And it looks like they're both raised to the second degree, so it's my leading coefficient. I'm going to write them in. That's 1 and 1 in front of that, so it's y equals 1. That's my horizontal, no slant, right? We got a horizontal on that guy. My x-intercept is whatever's left on top. Do not include that as an x-intercept. So it's just this guy. My x-intercept is x equals 5. My y-intercept is as if I plugged in 0 for x. So much easier if you use the non-factored version. You just cover up all your x's and you get -5/3. I'm actually ready to plot this already. Nice quick one, right? So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to save this hole till later. My vertical asymptote's at -3. I'm just going to draw one right here. Right, a little dotted line to indicate that I'm never allowed to cross that. Horizontal at 1. I'm going to do a dashed line. I remember someone got on me for saying dotted when it was really dashed, so let's make sure we're saying it correctly. There's a dashed line there. I've got an x-intercept at 5. And what this tells me, since my x-intercept's 5, all right, is that if I had to choose above this horizontal or below, which I'm going to, I would choose below. And there's another indication, is my y-intercept is -5/3, which is probably closer to -2 than -1. So over here, I know I'm going to hug my asymptotes and go through those 2 points. Just to be safe, I'm going to plug in -4 over here. So I'm going to go a function of -4. I obviously didn't need that line. And it's easier to plug it in this factored form. All right. So I got -4 minus 5. I just plugged -4 in for that x right there. Over -4 plus 3, and it looks like that gives me -9 over -1. So when I plug in -4, I get a +9, which lets me know, even though it doesn't fit on this graph, it's way up here. So I'm going to hug these asymptotes right here. Alright, so that's how you do that guy. I'm pausing it. Nice quick 3-minute video. And try the one below.